Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the vlog. Look, it's very crooked back there, but it's not. Why is it? Anyway, it is Monday for me, April 29th for me, as I'm filming, and it is another gloomy, rainy day. I don't have any plans to go anywhere today. So I thought today would be a good day if I did like a sit down video and we talked about my new booth space that I have. I'm calling it my vintage booth, although it's in a store that I would consider more like a vendor mall versus a traditional antique mall. It is called PS Treasures and Collectibles in downtown Waterloo, Iowa in America, not Canada. Not Canada, it's Iowa, America. And I've rented a space there. It's basically like, I think the measurements are probably like 6 by 6 feet wide, 3 by 3 on the sides. I think that's roughly. So it's basically, if you could imagine, just like the space of a big bookcase would be. It's $75 a month, and then they take 10% commission. And so far it's going well. When they first opened, it was sometime before the holidays, I believe. You know, they advertised like you can just, if you want to sell crafts or vintage. And a lot of people, I think when they originally opened, were doing craft booths. Now it is mostly people selling vintage. I think there's only 1 or 2 people that are doing any kind of craft. So now it is filled up. It's 2 storefronts with an open space between them. So it's a lot bigger inside than it looks outside. So I think I've been there, I don't know, 3 weeks now. So they're in downtown Waterloo. I'll not tag them. I will link them below if you want to go over and check them out. I think I have it permanently linked now under my videos. I've also put a map up. I should link that under the video too, but it's on my Facebook page pinned to the top of all of the secondhand shopping in Waterloo. So antiques, vintage, thrifting, all that stuff is linked there if you're nearby and want to come and check everything out. So today I am getting ready to price things. I just printed out a sheet of stickers. This has been a difficult process. First of all, I had to get a new printer. I don't know, my old printer, which wasn't even old, it was crap. I got a new one. And then I was still having trouble printing out on these Avery 1x1 stickers. I finally was playing around with it and I removed the margins. So instead of, I was trying to customize the margins, instead I just removed any margins and then it printed out perfect. So this is great because now I was having to tape and this will be much better. It has barcodes on it. So what I do is they have a website system software thing and I go in and I can price all my items, print out the stickers, put it on, and then it has barcodes so they can scan it at checkout. Works great. I thought first I would tell you what things have been selling because I have been having sales and I'm so excited. Now they are only open Wednesdays through Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. those 4 days. So when I consider that, I've probably only had things there for like, I don't know, 10 days maybe. And, you know, I'm learning what sells. So far we have sold a whale paperweight that had been sitting in my eBay store for ages for $4, a Francoma mug for $5, a Hazel Atlas strawberry for $5, a little Shirt Tails Hallmark mug for $1. Again, these were things that were in my eBay store for ages. Couple newer things that weren't in my eBay store. A McDonald's mug sold for $5. Another McDonald's mug sold for $5. A piece of Pilgrim glass that had just been, it had never been listed. I don't know, it was just in the basement. It sold for $5. Princess House cat, which had been on eBay, and then dropped off. I had things drop off. $5 on that. A whale paperweight for $4. And that's like a bad sale because I think I bought those for $5 thinking I'd get like $25 for them. But again, we are just learning here. I am figuring out what sells. A brass Buddha that I'd had on eBay forever sold for $5. A Bluebird of Happiness for $5. Another Bluebird of Happiness for $4. And a set of John Deere coasters. They're actually John Deere Community Credit Union. They'd never been on eBay and they sold for $3. The Bluebirds of Happiness hadn't been on eBay either. I'd just gotten those. So I have been pricing low. I've been pricing things to move, try to figure out what is selling, what not to bother putting down there. So a little bit of variety with that. So that's exciting. There is a definite delay in the reporting for it to show up in this portal, because I know Nikki Moss, she has started a booth down there too. I'm so excited. So Nikki, my brother, and I now have booth spaces at this place. And she said she bought something and it's not showing up here yet. So, and I've noticed that with some other things. I'm like, why is it taking days? And then suddenly it'll just all pop up. So anyway, with that, I thought now I would go through and I would show you things that I'm pricing and just talk a little bit about, you know, why I priced them that way, what I'm doing. So first thing is this little figurine. It is marked The Good Company 1987. It's clearly for a child's birthday. I am going to put $3 on this. Again, I just really want my booth to be fun and clean and affordable. I want my booth to be the booth. And see, now here, this sticker isn't going to stick anywhere on this, and I think I'm out of tags. I just thought I saw one. Where did, this is my basket of tags and things. Shoot, am I out of those little, no, there's one. Is there one? No, it's just a string. Gosh darn, what are we gonna do? One moment, found one left. I ordered some more of these, although she sells them for $1 a bundle. But I ordered some that are coming. I've been spending money on the booth too. Getting just bits and pieces. They provided the shelving and a pegboard. But I have been just looking for some other things. So we are very much in the red on the booth so far, but it's a long-term project. There, we've got him priced. Okay, next I got these 2 Campbell's soup mugs. I picked these up at Goodwill. They were 99 cents each. They are the larger, like, actual soup mugs. This one's 2005. This one is 1993. These are not great for eBay at all, but I thought I'm looking for, you know, branded items that will draw people into the booth. And I'm going to put $4 on each. I paid $1.99. I'm going to put $4. Ideally, I would like to always, at minimum, put or do my profits at 4 times. So you buy the item, then you have to replenish the item, then there are fees, then you got to pay yourself. So I bought it for $1, sell it for $4. $1 to cover what I paid for it, $1 to replace it, $1 for expenses, $1 in my pocket. Obviously, that's not much money profit, but again, I'm just learning, and I want to have little bits and pieces, again, that people know my booth is affordable. There's nothing worse than going in a store and you go and you can't afford anything. And that happens a lot in antique malls. You know, you can't afford anything. And I'm, again, just trying to figure out what's best to put there. This little cigar box I got for $1 at the flea market, and they were just selling everything in their booth for $1. It's not in great condition, so I'm just going to put $1 on it. But again, it's one of those nice little vintage pieces. I'm going to put it on the bottom here. That again, you know, people kind of get drawn to. These Cubs Pez dispensers, I think I paid $1 each for these at the flea market. Or did I pay more? I can't remember. When I do bulk buys, like I come home and I've bought a bunch of stuff, I kind of think of it cumulative, you know. Charlie, what are you doing over there? One moment, we need to attend to dogs. Oh, hi. It is much, much later. Because it's just one of those days where every time you turn around, something's going on. So, yeah, it's several hours later. Monday. It's a Monday. Anyway, yeah, we are back. So, where did I leave off? These Pez dispensers. These, I can't remember what I paid. Like, I think I was saying, when I am out buying, I try to think of it cumulatively. So, you know, I put $1 on this. I remember I paid $1, but there's going to be other things that I got that I'm going to have more of a markup on. I really shouldn't have even gotten that thing. It was just, I was at this booth where they're like, everything's $1. And I was like, I need stuff for my booth. Let's get it. So I don't know if these were 1 or 2. They're not worth much on eBay at all. So I decided to put these for $4 a piece. Again, I want to see how Cubs stuff does. Obviously, we're in Iowa, so people tend to like Minnesota and Illinois and Kansas City teams. Wisconsin, not as much. Obviously, Hawkeyes are number one, but, you know, people kind of like their regional teams that they have a little bit more access to. Papa loved the Cubs. Well, I don't know if he loved them so much as he would watch them. Although in the last few years, he didn't watch the baseball anymore, which was hard because it gave him something to do. But anyway, where were we? Okay, this is another thing I got at that table for $1. These are, again, not worth much. There's some people they must have been a set and kind of sell them as a lot. Got a guitar in there, and I'm trying to get it flipped back around to where it was. But NASCAR stuff is not stuff that I ever pick up, ever. But this was $1. Again, it's a Hot Wheels. So I thought, well, let me put $3 on it. I'm going to put it on the plastic part. That's another thing I try to be conscious of, where I'm putting the sticker so I can get the sticker off and it's not going to tear, which, you know, if you do this business, you know, when you buy stuff and there's a sticker on it, you can't get it off. And it's a whole thing. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, so I had gotten 2 of these at Goodwill. The Big 50. How the hell did I get this old? I'd like to know. I'm 50. I cannot believe I'm 50. I don't know why 50 is hitting hard. I think because I've been having moments. I had a moment the other day where I thought, oh, you know, when I was a kid, like 30 years ago, and then I realized 30 years ago, I was an adult. I was 20. I wasn't a child. 30 years ago is no longer when I was a kid. I have to go back like 40 years when I was a child. You know what also? And this makes no sense, but like I'm embarrassed for people who I went to high school with. This makes no sense. To look at me and say she's 50. They're 52. We're all 50 now together. But I'm like, well, I don't want to be 50 with you people. They're going to look at me and think I'm old, but they're also 50. Anywho, I got these for $1.99 each. I'm going to put 6 on them. I'm hoping these go fast. I feel like, you know, somebody going in looking for a fun gift, and they're huge, which is also another reason I want them to go quickly. So again, not using that 4 times my money thing, but it's all cumulative, and hopefully I will start finding things that I can have a better markup on. Little John Deere mug, probably paid $1 for it. Putting 3 on this. Again, I want to see if John Deere sells there. You know, the John Deere collectors who are my dad's age are not as prominent as they once were. My dad had the house I grew up in. It was kind of like my house here. Half of it was finished, half of it unfinished. And the finished half, over half that space he took for his collections, and was constantly encroaching on the other side. I'd be like, no, this is my side of the basement. Although I don't know what we did down there. But yeah, he had all the toys. That's what he spent his money on, going to all the shows and stuff. These, I have I had so much estate sale jewelry that I was going to piece it out and I wasn't sure. So I put it in a big lot on eBay up for auction. Most of it's intact, but some of it was broken. So I'm just like, here. I didn't think what I had was worth putting in the booth because everything there was small brooches and things, which I know, you know, if you piece out and do it online or you just sell jewelry. But for the booth, I'm like, if I'm going to pick up something that's jewelry, it's got to be like a statement piece, you know. So these bags of these little, I don't even think they're acrylic. I think some of them are just plastic. But just these little costume jewelry rings. I am putting, where is bag of rings? These smaller ones, I'm going to put $3 on. Thinner bands. These, again, these are not like lucite or anything. These are just, and then this one, they're a little bigger. I'm going to put 4. Again, we'll see. Then I had these. So I've got more like the crystal shape and then the gemstone. And on each of these, sorry, my nose is running. I'm going to put 5 on these. I know people are really big into stones right now. So I am gonna go ahead and put 5. And these are in the bags with the holes, so I can put them on that pegboard that's in my booth and hang them from there. All right, next thing is this Pepsi glass, which I think I paid $1 for somewhere. Again, advertising pieces, how well will they do at a booth? And Pepsi's always a better pickup than Coca-Cola for a lot of things, not everything, but just because it's not as valuable. If you get a set of these and you've got like 4 or something, you know, you could put them on eBay. Looks like maybe 25 or so, but just for the one, I'm going to put 4 on it. And again, Pepsi, I'm a Pepsi versus Coke. Although when I go to the restaurant and you will like, say I'd like a Pepsi and say, is Coke okay? I'm like, fine. Some people get really bad. No, it's not. No. I'm like, Anyway, this little cat bowl I picked up at Goodwill as well. I think I paid $1 for it. I'm going to put 3 on this. Again, do people look at pet stuff in the booth? Just the variety. I've got this tub here that I'm putting things in, and I also have like tissue paper in it as well. So as I'm putting things in it, it's supposed to be buffering against breakage against the other item, and it's not. Anyway, I'll fix that later. This cow creamer I've had for ages. It's up on eBay. I had watchers. It just wasn't moving. It just would not sell. I had was it a salt and pepper that went with it too? And of course there'd be a sugar bowl and maybe, I don't know, there might have been a whole set. Anyway, I'm putting $4 on this. And it's so much easier with these freaking stickers not to have to like use a tag. Although now got to make sure the barcode is scannable. But yeah, $4 on that. And those are there. Okay, what is next? Oh, these, where did I get these? I'm a sucker for these little vintage tourism pieces. I'm going to put $2 on it. I looked it up on eBay. They're not worth anything, but I just think it's cool. If somebody's in there and they're like, oh my gosh, we only went to Hawaii, or mom and dad or grandma, you know, just a cute little thing. Let's see what's next. Okay, I have this piece of Norcrest glass. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. I've had it for a while. I don't remember where I got it, but I love it, and I was displaying it myself. But I'm going to put 15 on this. I'm trying to price lower than eBay. Now, if I was going to put this on eBay, it might have been like 25 or 30. I don't know. I'm not a glass person. There's lots of people who love glass. It's still got the sticker on it. So I'm going to put 15 and hope it sells fast. Now, this big crackle glass, I just love this. It's big, it's blue, it's gorgeous. I paid $1. I'm going to put 15 on that as well, just to see. You know, again with this, if something does, oops, maybe I should put it not there, put it there. Like if it doesn't sell, I can take it home. I can either put it on eBay or I can lower the price. So we're good. Then this Hershey's tin, it is vintage. This one I'm going to put $5 on. When I was looking at eBay comps, it seemed like $5 for a booth price would be pretty good. This bottle, I just got it. It was $1, you know, looking for cheap stuff. These really aren't worth much. There's a plastic one, I think, that might be a little better, but it is not vintage. It has the barcode, but I thought, you know, somebody wants just for display. I'm going to put $3 on that. We'll be looking forward to hopefully maybe some church sales. If there's garage sales that look promising that I could go to find some stuff that I can have a better markup on. But right now I'm either pulling from my own store inventory or things that hadn't listed and just trying to move it. This is a train candle. The candles aren't with it, but it's a little set. I got this at a church sale. I paid $2. It was on eBay, no real interest. And I'm going to put 3 on it. Again, I just kind of want my money back. And it's cute, you know, maybe somebody will look at it, and then it's like, where do you put the sticker? Put the sticker, I'm gonna put the sticker on the side that's got more wear, and that way if somebody buys it, they have the nicer side. If they want it for display, let's see. Oh, these are funny. These cow. Hey, girl, hey. These were from Freebie Flow, that subscription I'm using, which links to my Amazon account, and it uses promo code, or the bots scan it for promo codes, and my settings, you can get things for free. So I got 2 of these, and it is Iowa. Part of me thinks maybe I should take these to the consignment store, but I'm going to put them in the booth, and I'm going to put $3 each on them. Although I do need a little tag to do that. So, oh God, the big eyes sad dog. Oh, isn't he? Isn't he? These can go. There are different versions of this that can go for a nice profit on eBay, especially if they're framed. Obviously, this is not framed. But I am going to put 5 on this. It's just so sweet. I hope it does in the booth what it did for me. Is just draw people in. Like, oh, look at that dog. But nice little frame. Or you just display it as is. He's so cute. Now I feel bad for him. Anyway, so $5 on that. And okay, the next 2 things are big, so I'm going to turn the camera around and show you. And then the other 2 items that I'm pricing today are this Iowa Hawkeye trash can. Now, this was at Nikki Moss's last sale. They had 8 on it. I got it half off day, so I paid 4. I'm going to put 8 on it. Now, it is kind of a mess in there, but that's typical with these. The outside, though, is really, really good condition. So I'm going to put 8 on that. And then this Mark's service station, which I paid $30 for at an auction months and months ago. Because again, I bought it. I'm like, oh, Papa will love that. And he was already gone. Like sometimes I still do those things. I get it and for my dad, and then, oh, he's not here. I was going to put it up on eBay, but problem is the size. It's going to be oversized. I'm going to have to get the right size box. And I'm worried there's too much that could go wrong with denting. And of course it does have wear. So if I was going to put on eBay, I was going to put it for 100. But I'm like, oh, why don't I just put it in the booth for 60? That's still a great price on it. And again, it's nice and big and it'll draw people in. My brother brought me a few little cars to put on it there just to display. So that is going to be $60 down at the booth. And then here is my tote where I'm putting things in. And then I can take that in there when I stock it on Wednesday. And then what does Charlie think about it? Charlie, do you want a booth at the vendor mall? You want to get one? No? How about Teddy? Teddy, you have anything you want to sell? Teddy? They're like, lady, why you gotta sit down? I'm going to sit down now, okay? Yes. They are aching for me to sit down. So if you guys like this kind of booth information, definitely let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment about it if you want me to continue with sales updates and pricing. This is kind of fun to do. It helps me too when I walk through my process, see what I'm pricing things for, reminding myself, okay, I paid this, price it at that. You know, what I'm taking down as I continue to learn. Right now, again, not making any money there. I just want to make the rent and learn what sells, and then I can source better going on from here. But yeah, if you like this video, thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Did I already say give it a thumbs up? Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment or a question, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.